are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for him. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
On first down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
11. Dot.
On third down, Burrow. That is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Throwing, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here we go.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Burrow. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. There he goes, left side. Up to midfield. Deontay Hardy. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So Burrow and the Bengals down 14-7. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game, and the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
And Burrow going to change the play. Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Shifts by him. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He will find his man Chase complete. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That was a long shot.